This is Beach Collegiate League Baseball on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network, and it starts right now.
Good afternoon and welcome to Beach Collegiate Baseball League action right here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network as we have a winner's bracket game for you this afternoon and in what could potentially be the final broadcast of the season, unfortunately. We'll try to give you an update on that before the end of the game today, as it will be the Rawlings Stars taking on the Forestbrook Mallards. The starting lineups as the starting pitcher Ryan Schwed is warming up for the Mallards. The starting lineup for the Stars: Johnny Briotti leads it off and will play center field. The right fielder Jimmy Evans will bat second. TJ Mullins, the third baseman, will bat third. Batting fourth, batting cleanup and playing shortstop is Karik Rainey. Batting fifth, the catcher Connor Brala. Thaddeus Trepanier, the left fielder, will bat sixth. Batting seventh and the first baseman is Zion Disrow. Batting eighth, the extra hitter Blaine Spencer. The designated hitter Jason Labrador will bat ninth. And rounding things off is the second baseman TJ Shaw in the 10th spot. Johnny Briotti leads it off. He steps into the box. The first pitch to Briotti is swung on and lofted out into left field. That'll drop in front of Wells into left field for a single. And one pitch, one strike. One pitch, one hit for the Stars. And that's how the game starts with the leadoff single by Briotti. That'll bring up Jimmy Evans. Jimmy Evans from Tufts. That pitch misses up and away. It's a 1-0 count to Evans. As is Briotti. Briotti up also from Tufts. Jimmy Evans in his sophomore season batted .304 with 13 runs, 2 home runs, and 15 RBIs, as that pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's a 1-1 count now. Start time for this game, 12:51. The pitch, strike at the knees, and it's a 1-2 count now. A beautiful day here at Myrtle Beach. The 1-2 swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's one away. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter TJ Mullins. The first pitch to Mullins is lofted out into straightaway center field. Going back and making the catch is Wardwell out in center. And there are 2 away. That'll give me the chance to give you the defensive alignment for the Mallards. It will be Wells, Wardwell, and Davis in the outfield left to right. Saffold, Derschlag, Grimm, and Yun third to first in the infield. And Price is doing the catching for Ryan Schwed. Karik Rainey steps into the box. The first pitch to Rainey is a ball high. And it's a 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch to Rainey. Strike on a low outside corner, and it's a 1-1 count now. The 1-1. Swung on and lined out into straightaway left field, but it will hang up in the air and be caught by Wells for what I thought was the final out of the inning. But I guess not. I think that was still Mullins up at the plate, I guess. And now Karik Rainey steps into the box. The pitch to him is a strike. That pitch is swung on and grounded over to the third baseman. Bobbled for a second, but then thrown on to first base in time for the final out of the inning. So no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left on base. First chance for the Mallards as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Still scoreless here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. First chance on offense for the Mallards. It will be the top of the order leading it off. It will be Connie Derschlag leading it off. The first pitch to Derschlag is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's an 0-1 count. The lineup for the Mallards, it's number 14, Connie Derschlag leading it off, and the shortstop. The left fielder, number 10, Tyler Wells, will bat second. Batting third, number 17, Zach Saffel, will be the third baseman. As the 0-1 pitch misses high, it's a 1-1 count. The cleanup hitter, the catcher, number 28, Jackson Price. Number 5, Hunter Robinson, will bat fifth. He will be the extra hitter. The center fielder, number 7, Justin Wardwell, will bat sixth. As that is a curveball that misses up and in. It's a 2-1 count now. Batting seventh, and the right fielder is number 8, Mac Davis. Number 19, Max Wilson, will be the designated hitter and bat eighth. Batting ninth, Juwan Yun, number 27, the first baseman. That pitch is swung on and missed, and it's strike two. And rounding things off, the second baseman, number 3, Sammy Grimm, will bat 10th. The 2-2. Ball outside. Actually, it will be a 3-1 count. And Derschlag works a walk. So runner on first base now. That'll bring up Tyler Wells. Wells from McPherson College. The first pitch to Wells. Swung on and lined down the right field line, but foul. And it'll be an 0-1 count. We are here at Myrtle Beach High School. The 0-1 pitch. Pickoff throw over to first base and just barely getting in time. Oh, no, actually, they're going to call him out. Derschlag gets picked off from first base, and there's now one away. Beautiful day here in Myrtle Beach. Clear skies, just a few clouds in the sky. Not really any, actually. The pitch. Curveball misses outside. 1-1 count. 82 degrees outside. And not really many clouds in the sky right now. No chance of rain today, or at least not much. That ball's grounded up the middle. Rainey will move over to his right, make the throw over to first base in time for the second out of the inning. That'll give me the chance to give you the defensive alignment for the Stars. It'll be Trapani, Briotti, and Evans in the outfield left to right. Mullins, Rainey, Santa, and Disrow third to first in the infield. And Brala is doing the catching for Dawson Beckett. That'll bring up Zach Saffel. The first pitch to Saffel is a ball just off the plate outside. And it's a 1-0 count. Saffel from Indianapolis College. The 1-0 pitch is a curveball that drops in on the low outside corner, and it's a 1-1 count now. This is his second year with the Mallards. Last season, he batted .167 with 2 RBI. The 1-1 is fouled back, and it's now a 1-2 count. 1-2, 2 away here in the bottom half of the first inning. The 1-2 fouled back again. We'll do it all over again at 1-2. Saffel takes a while outside of the batter's box. Now he'll step back in. The 1-2 once again. Curveball misses low and away. And it's a 2-2 count. Bases are empty, 2 away. Still a scoreless ball game here in the bottom half of the first inning. The 2-2. Curveball swung on and lofted foul down the first base line, just over the Stars dugout. And it'll remain a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And that'll end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. After one full, still scoreless, here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. 4, 5, or excuse me, 3, 4. Yes, that was actually right. No. I take that back. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Stars as we head to the top of the second inning. It will be Connor Bralla leading it off for the Stars. Bralla from Tufts. We are here at Myrtle Beach High School on a beautiful day. 330 down the left field line, 315 down the right field line, and 370 to straightaway center field. The first pitch is a ball low. And it's a 1-0 count to Bralla. This place was renovated back in 2009. And it is a beautiful ballpark. That ball is low and away in the dirt. And it's a 2-0 count. They have the banner around the batter circle with it saying the beach in white lettering on a green background. Green and white being the colors of Myrtle Beach High School. That is a strike on a low outside corner. And it's a 2-1 count. The 2-1. That ball is chopped over to the third baseman. It's a high chopper that gets over the head of Saffel into shallow left field for a single. That one, I don't know. It was a high chopper. It was a hard play. But you would have to think that Saffel should have had a play on it. So I'm going to give him the error. So runner on first base is a perfectly placed bunt down the third base line. Saffel tries to charge it. He tries barehanding it, but will not be able to come up with it. That's an infield single. That's a bunt single by Thaddeus Trepanier that was perfectly placed right down the third base line and no play whatsoever. Even if Saffel had been able to field it cleanly, there was no way he was going to be able to throw out Trepanier. So runners on first and second now with nobody out, and that'll bring up Zion Disrow. And for all the talk that we've had throughout the year of teams as that pitch is a ball low and away, gets away from Price at the plate, and that will allow both runners to advance on the pass ball. So mark that as a pass ball. And now runners at second and third. It's a 1-1 count. But like I was saying, for all of the talk of how these teams have not been able to, as the 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike two, and it's a 1-2 count now. Or excuse me, 1-1. But for all of the talk about all of the teams here in the Beach Collegiate Baseball League, how they haven't been able to manufacture runs and they haven't been bunting much, they haven't been wanting to play small ball, a great job by the Stars thus far playing small ball, as that curveball drops in underneath Disrow's bat, and now it's a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike three. And there's one away. That'll bring up Blaine Spencer, the extra hitter. That's a big first out for Ryan Schwed in this inning. Runners on second and third with one away. Spencer steps into the box. The first pitch. Curveball that is popped out of play. And it's an 0-1 count. Blaine Spencer from Louisiana College. The 0-1 pitch to Spencer. Fastball got him, or actually a changeup that got him to swing out in front of it. And it's an 0-2 pitch. Looked like a fastball at first, and then it just dipped underneath Spencer's bat. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball that's chopped foul down the third base line. And we'll do it all over again at 0-2. But like I was saying, a great job on that bunt by Trepanier. That's exactly how you want to get this inning going. The 0-2 swung on and fouled back, and we'll do it all over again at 0-2. The Mallards wearing their white jerseys with white pants, black numbering on the back, and the Mallards logo on the front. Stars wearing their blue jerseys with the white numbering on the back, white pants, and the Stars logo on the front. Mallards wearing their green caps with the Mallards logo on the front. That pitch is fouled back again. And if nothing else, Spencer is making Schwed use a good amount of pitches. Stars wearing their blue caps with the Stars logo on the front. The pitch to to Spencer. That misses low and away. And now it's a 1-2 count. And if nothing else, Spencer is making Schwed use a lot of pitches right here. And this is a quality at-bat no matter how it ends. The 1-2. Swung on and lined out into left field. That'll drop in front of the left fielder. One run will score. They'll hold up Trepanier at second. But that's an RBI single for Spencer. And now the Stars lead it 1-0. That'll bring up Jason Labrador. The first pitch to Labrador will not come as a pickoff throw will go over to first base, keeping Spencer close. Runners on the corner, one away. The first pitch is fouled off, and it's an 0-1 count to Labrador. The 0-1 pitch. Will not come quite yet as Schwed steps off of the mound. And now we'll step back on the rubber and reset. The 0-1. That ball's fouled off, 0-2. Runners at the corner, one away. Already one run in for the Stars, trying to expand the lead. The pitch. Swung on and fouled back, and we'll do it all over again at 0-2. A good inning in the second inning for the Stars thus far, after the first inning for both teams was relatively unproductive. Both teams were able to get one runner on base, but were not able to do anything further from there. The pitch swung on and popped high down the left field line. We'll see if it stays in play. It will not quite be caught as the third baseman, Saffel, collides into the fence along the third base line and just will not quite have enough room to make the catch. And that's just a high strike number 2. 0-2 count. One away, runners on the corners. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. And we'll do it all over again at 0-2. And just like I said with the Spencer at-bat, which that one was very productive, as not only did he make Shwed use a lot of pitches, but he also got the single and drove in a run. This is another quality at-bat by Labrador, making Shwed use a lot of pitches. So 0-2 again. Check swing, and they will say he went around. Actually, it ricocheted off of his bat. So it remains an 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch once again. That one is lofted down the left field line, but foul. Oh, actually, I think that... What? Oh, Spencer. So it's once again an 0-2 count. The 0-2 misses it. Oh, no, called strike 3 on the inside black. And there are 2 away. That'll bring up the number 10 hitter, TJ Santaw, the second baseman. The first pitch to Santaw is swung on and lofted out into right center field. That'll be caught by the center fielder Wardwell. And that'll end the inning, but not before the Stars put the first run of the game on the board. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, one run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. After 1.5, it's 1-0 Stars here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Middle of the order, 4, 5, 6 due up for the Mallards. It will be Jackson Price leading it off. The first pitch to Price is a curveball that drops in on the outside black, and it's 0-1. Price from USC Sumter batted .397 in his freshman year with 39 runs, 5 home runs, and 34 RBI. The 0-1 pitch misses high. It's a 1-1 count. The 1-1. Fastball up and in. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Just some high heat by Beckett that got Price to swing underneath it. The 1-2. Oh, curveball that didn't break at all and was well high over the head of Brala, who who tried to leap up and catch it, but it went over his glove to the backstop. It with no one on base, no harm, no foul. 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3 on the low outside corner. And there's one away. So one away now. That'll bring up Hunter Robinson, the extra hitter. Robinson from McPherson College. This season went .338 with 32 runs, 7 home runs, and 27 RBI. The pitch is a ball low and away, and it's a 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch. Curveball drops in over the heart of the plate, and it's now a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. Misses low and away. 2-1 count now. The 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2, and now it's a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch. That ball's fouled back to the screen. We'll do it all over again at 2-2. Neither one of these teams have lost a game in the playoffs thus far, so even with the loss here, they're still technically alive. And they will drop down to the losers bracket. The 2-2. Swung on and popped high over towards the Stars dugout. It will stay in play about halfway between first base and the dugout. Disrow will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down, and now I'll bring up Justin Wardwell. Wardwell from Endicott College in his sophomore year, batted .286 with 3 runs and 3 RBI. The first pitch to Wardwell. Swung on and grounded over to the first baseman. He will not be able to hang on to it, but is able to recover it and flip onto the pitcher, Beckett, who is charging over to the first base bag, just barely getting Wardwell at first base for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 2 full, it's still 1-0 Stars here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Top of the order due up for the Stars in the top half of the third inning. It will be Johnny Briotti leading it off. The first pitch to Briotti is swung on and grounded right over to the first baseman, Yun. He'll step on first himself for the first out of the inning. One pitch, one away, and that'll bring up Jimmy Evans. Evans is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout swing in the first inning. The first pitch is popped high into the center of the infield. Actually more towards the left field side. The shortstop Derschlag will make the catch. Won't have to move much at all. And there are two away. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. And that'll bring up TJ Mullins. The first pitch to Mullins. Strike at the knees. He decides to finally take a pitch. And he will take strike 1 at the knees, and it's 0-1. Ryan Schwed from Endicott College in his sophomore year went 2-1 with a 5.47 ERA, 1.58 whip, 6 walks, and 26 strikeouts. The 0-1 pitch, a curveball, just misses off the plate outside. And it's a 1-1 count. Schwed was a two-sport athlete at Whitman-Hanson Regional High School. As that pitch is grounded or lofted out into right field, that will drop foul. And it will be a 2-2 count now. Or excuse me, 1-2 count. Also he was a two-sport athlete at Whitman-Hanson Regional High School, also playing wide receiver and tight end on the football team. The 2-1. That ball is grounded into the hole. What a diving attempt, but it gets past the third baseman. But behind him is Derschlag, ready to field it. But they will say that Mullins beat out the throw. So that's an infield single for Mullins. And now there's a runner on first base with 2 away. That'll bring up Kareek Rainey. The first pitch to Rainey is a strike at the knees, and it's a 0-1 count. The 0-1. Curveball lofted out into right field. It will drop in front of the right fielder Davis in there for a single. Rounding third and rounding second and heading for third. And getting in there sliding safely is Mullins. So now there are runners at the corners. And in the process of the throw, Rainey will advance to second. So now 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away. And the Stars are looking to extend their lead. Currently up 1-0. That'll bring up Connor Brala. He's 0 for 1, reach on an error as that ball is lofted out into center field. Not having to move at all is Wardwell, and he will make the catch for the final out of the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. After 2.5, it's still 1-0 Stars here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Traditional bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up for the Mallards. It will be Mac Davis leading it off. The first pitch to Davis. It is on its way. It's a strike at the knees. It's no 1 count to Davis. Davis from Wilmington University batted .237 his sophomore year. As that pitch is a ball low and away. 1-1 count. Batted .237 with 1 run and 7 RBI. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball drops in at the knees. A perfectly placed curveball by Beckett, and it's 1-2. Dawson Beckett from Alice Lloyd College. That pitch. Curveball drops in at the letters, and there's 1 away. 2 perfectly placed curveballs by Beckett to get the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Max Wilson. Beckett throws a 79 to 80 mile an hour fastball, 62 to 64 mile an hour curveball. As the first pitch, that curveball working very effectively, getting Wilson to swing over the top of it. And it's an 0-1 count. Also throws a 68 to 70 mile an hour changeup and a 67 to 69 mile an hour slider. The 0-1 pitch, curveball again, drops into the zone, and it's 0-2. Max Wilson from West Georgia College batted .167 in his freshman year with no runs and no RBI. That pitch is swung on and popped high over to the right side of the infield. Calling everyone off and making the catch himself is Disro at first. And there are 2 away. That'll bring up Juwan Yun, the first baseman. Yun from Pfeiffer College. The first pitch to Yun is a ball low and inside, 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch. Well up and in, over the head of Yun, and now it's a 2-0 count. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses up and in, 3-0. Yun having a good eye at the plate in this at-bat. See if he can keep the inning alive with either a walk or would love to get a hit as well, but would definitely take the walk. The 3-0. Ball low and away, and he does take a 4-pitch walk. And he will head down to first base with 2 away. That'll bring up the number 10 hitter, Sammy Grimm. Grimm from McPherson in his sophomore year went .308 with 18 runs and 10 RBI. The first pitch to Grimm. Swung on and missed, fouled off. But still, either way, it's the first strike. So no 1 count. The 0-1 pitch. Long looking, now deals. Curveball just misses a little high. And it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. Long look in by Beckett, now deals. That ball is popped high into shallow left field, right on the edge of the grass. Is Rainey at short, and he will make the catch to end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 3 full, it is still 1-0 Stars here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Six, 7, 8 due up for the Stars in the top half of the 4th inning. It will be Thaddeus Trepanier leading it off. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. The first pitch is a ball low. It's a 1-0 count to Trepanier. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and fouled off. And it's a 1-1 count now. The 1-1. Swung on and grounded over to the second baseman. Fielded, thrown on to first base in time for the first out of the inning by Grimm over at second. There's now 1 away. That'll bring up Zion Disrow, who is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout swinging. The first pitch to Disrow is a ball low and away, 1-0 count. The 1-0. Curveball that swung on and hit out into straightaway center field. Going back and not quite able to make the catch is the center fielder Wardwell. And that'll be a 1-out double for Disrow. And now there's a runner in scoring position with 1 away for the Stars. That'll bring up Blaine Spencer, the extra hitter. He's already 1 for 1 with an RBI. The first pitch to Spencer is a strike at the knees, and it's an 0-1 count. The 0-1 is swung on and hit out into center field. In there for a base hit. Having to hold up in case it was caught on the fly was Disrow. A throw awry goes. The throw from Wardwell in center field to Saffel goes a little awry. Disrow is able to get in safely at second base, or at third base, and then Spencer takes takes second on the throw, and now there are 2 runners in scoring position with 1 away. That'll bring up Jason Labrador with 2 runners in scoring position. The first pitch to Labrador, curveball that's hung up in the top part of the plate. That ball is caught by the center fielder. Throw down to home, and they get Disrow at home. What a bullet by Wardwell out in straightaway center field to gun down Disrow and end the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 3.5, it's still 1-0 Stars here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Top of the order due up for the Mallards in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Connie Derschlag steps into the box. He does not have an official at-bat yet today. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. The first pitch is swung on and fouled off. And to no 1 count to Derschlag. The 0-1 pitch is a ball low and away. And it is a 1-1 count now. The 1-1. Curveball drops in at the knees, and it's a 1-2 count now. The 1-2. That ball is lofted down the right field line. That will drop in fair territory. Oh, no, actually, I take that back. Will drop in foul territory. Just down the right field line, and it remains a 1-2 count. Connie Derschlag from Ashland College. The 1-2. Swung on and popped high into right field. And that will land in front of the right fielder Evans. That'll be a leadoff single for Derschlag. So runners at first base with nobody out. That'll bring up Tyler Wells. Tyler Wells comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. The first pitch to Wells. Pickoff throw over to first base, keeping Derschlag close. Tyler Wells was a two-sport athlete at Klein College High School, also playing quarterback on the football team. The first pitch. Curveball squared around to bunt but pulled it back, but it's a called strike anyway on the high outside corner. And it's 0-1. The third baseman Mullins is playing in on the indent, right in on the grass. That pitch is fouled back. Swinging away was Wells. And now with the 0-2 count, you'd have to imagine that there's no chance that he's laying down a bunt here. Runner on first base, nobody out. Mallards trying to get something going offensively. Beckett has been absolutely dominant thus far today. The 0-2 pickoff throw over to first base, keeping Derschlag close. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball grounded over to the first baseman. He will not have a play on the runner at second, but will take it himself over to the first base bag for the first out of the inning. So that'll be a 3 unassisted fielder's choice. And that will move Derschlag up to second base. So runner in scoring position with 1 away. That'll bring up Zach Saffel, who is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout swing to end the first inning. Saffel is playing in his second season with the Mallards. The first pitch to Saffel is a curveball that swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's an 0-1 count. Saffel last season with the Mallards went 167 with 2 RBI. The 0-1 pitch. Long looking over to second, now deals. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And it's 0-2. That was a well-placed fastball by Beckett on the low outside corner. 0-2, 1 away. Runner on second base. Mallards trying to tie the game up, down by 1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball misses high. 1-2 count now. The 1-2. That ball is lofted foul down the right field line. And it'll remain a 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch. The 1-2 will not come as Beckett will step off the rubber, looking Derschlag back at second. Kind of surprising to see Beckett be so interested in what Derschlag is doing at second. Curveball misses high. And now it's a 2-2 count. And again, even if Saffold doesn't get a hit here, it's still a quality at-bat at the plate, making Beckett use a good amount of pitches. The 2-2. Curveball misses high. And Saffold works the count full. The payoff pitch from Beckett. The windup and the throw. Curveball that is lofted out into right field. Getting underneath it and making the catch is Evans out and right. That will allow Derschlag to tag to third. So a fly out to right advances Derschlag to third, but now there are two away. So runner at third now with two away. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter Jackson Price. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking to begin the second inning. The first pitch to Price is a ball just off the plate outside, and it's a 1-0 count. Price from USC Sumter is from South Carolina, was a two-sport athlete from the Low Country at Goose Creek High School. And that pitch is a ball outside, 2-0 count. Also played middle linebacker on the football team. And from personal experience, that stadium at Goose Creek is a great one. The 2-0. Curveball just misses outside. And now it's a 3-0 count to Price. The 3-0. Misses high, and Price works a 4-pitch walk. Runners on the corners now with two away. That'll bring up Hunter Robinson, who is 0 for 1 today. Popped out to the first baseman in the second inning. The first pitch to Robinson is a ball high, and it's a 1-0 count. This is Robinson's second season with the Mallards. Went .378 last season with 4 runs, 1 home run, and 10 RBI. The 1-0 is a ball low and away. 2-0 count. Was in the dirt. Bralla made a nice job blocking that one, however. The 2-0 pitch. Long looking by Beckett. Now he gets set and deals. Strike on low outside corner, and it's now a 2-1 count. Beckett being very methodical on the mound, especially with the runners on base. The 2-1. That ball's fouled back, and it'll be a 2-2 count. Big opportunity for the Mallards to tie the game up. Deuces are wild. 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count. And the tying run is just 90 feet away at third. They will get the runner in the rundown, and now we'll see. They try to get him in a pickle, and they will say he was not tagged out, and now they do finally tag him out right at second base, and that will end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 4 full, it's still 1-0 Stars here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Nine, or excuse me, 10-1-2 due up for the Stars in the top half of the 5th inning. It will be TJ Santaw leading it off. He's 0 for 1 today with a fly out to center field. The first pitch to Santaw is grounded into the hole. Going over to his right, throwing on to first base from the hole is Derschlag. And there is 1 away. That was a slow roller, but still in the hole. And Derschlag had to make a strong throw from the hole in order to get Santaw, but he does, and there's 1 away. That'll bring us back to the top of the order, and Johnny Briotti. He is 1 for 2 today. The first pitch to Briotti. He bunts it, but it will bounce foul. And it's an 0-1 count. Johnny Briotti was a 2-sport athlete at Ridgefield High School. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. And it's 0-2. Also playing basketball. His dad, Kev, played basketball and baseball at Colgate. So his family has some Division I athletes. The pitch. That ball is grounded over to the second baseman. Fielded by Grimm. Thrown on the first base in time. 2 up, 2 down for the Stars. That'll bring up Jimmy Evans. Evans is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a pop-out. The first pitch to Evans. Ball. Low and away, and it's a 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch. Strike on the outside black, and it's a 1-1 count now. The 1-1. Misses low and away. 2-1 count now. The 2-1. Misses low and away. 3-1 count now. Schwed trying to hit that low outside corner, but just not quite able to hit the target. The 3-1. That ball's fouled at the plate, and it's a 3-2 count now. The payoff pitch. 3-2 count, 2 away. Schwed trying to get a 1-2-3 inning. He deals. Swung on and grounded right over to the shortstop Derschlag. He'll throw it over to first base in time for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 4.5, it's still 1-0 Stars here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Five, 6, 7 due up for the Mallards in the bottom half of the 5th inning. It will be Hunter Robinson stepping back up to the plate. He was up at the plate at the end of the last inning when Price was picked off at first base. Got himself caught in a rundown. The first pitch to Price is a curveball that drops in on the outside black, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch to Robinson. Fastball that's lined down the left field line. That will get in there for a base hit and will roll all the way to the wall. Rounding first and heading into second, standing up, is Robinson. A leadoff double, and the Mallards are in business, down by 1. It's a 1-0 ball game, but they have a runner in scoring position to start things off. That'll bring up Justin Wardwell. He was robbed of a hit by a great play by the first baseman in the 2nd inning to end the inning. The first pitch to Wardwell tries to bunt it, but fouls it off. And it's no 1 count. 0-1 count. Nobody out. The 0-1 pitch. Bunt attempt, but he'll pull the bat back. And it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. Bunted. This time he puts a perfectly placed bunt down the line. Going to first and just barely getting Wardwell at first base is Brawler the catcher. So a sacrifice bunt 2-3 moves Robinson up to third. And now the tying run is just 90 feet away with one away. That'll bring up Mac Davis. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout swing. The first pitch to Davis is a ball low and away. It's a 1-0 count. Stars will bring the infield in. Everyone except for the third baseman playing on the grass. The 1-0. Ball low and away. 2-0 count. Mac Davis was a two-sport athlete at Northeastern High School, also playing basketball. The 2-0 pitch. Curveball drops in on the low outside corner, and it's now a 2-1 count. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 2. And now it's a 2-2 count. This would be a huge first out for the Stars. Runner on third base, nobody out. Or excuse me, one away. This would be a huge second out. And that, which would mean that they would just need one away to avoid a run from scoring. The 2-2. That ball is lined out into left field. That'll drop in there and get cut off near the wall. Rounding first and sliding into second safely. That ball gets by the second baseman Santaw. But Bryce Disrow will be backing him up. But that's an RBI double for Mac Davis. And this ball game is tied at 1. That'll bring up Max Wilson. And now a mound visit for the Stars. Checking on Beckett. And Beckett will stay in the ballgame. So runner on second base now with nobody with one away. And it is all tied up at 1. The first pitch to Wilson. Curveball grounded down the left field line, foul. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball. That one is grounded over to the third baseman. He'll look back the runner at second, throw on to first base in time for the second out of the inning. That's a big second out for the Stars. As now they just need one more to avoid the run from second scoring and giving the Mallards a 2-1 lead. That'll bring up Jawan Yun. He does not have an official at-bat yet today. Worked a walk in the third inning. The first pitch to Yun. Curveball high. And to 1-0 count. Yun is first-generation American. Parents emigrated from Seoul, South Korea. The 1-0. Misses low and away. 2-0 count. And for those of us in the U.S. who, when you think of Asian baseball, more often than not you think of the Nippon Baseball League. But those of us in the U.S. found out very quickly last year as a result of the KBO being the first league to start back up and getting the deal with ESPN as that misses low and away. And it's a 3-0 count. With them being aired on TV here in the U.S., American fans learned very quickly just how passionate the Korean baseball fans are. That is a ball 4 on the outside part of the plate. And Yun works a walk. Now there are runners at first and second base with 2 away. That'll bring up Sammy Grimm. Grimm popped out to the shortstop to end the third inning. The first pitch to Grimm will not come, as Beckett will step off the mound and look Davis back to second base. Now the first pitch to Grimm is a curveball that misses outside. It's a 1-0 count. This is Grimm's second season with the Mallards. Last season went 150 with 4 runs and 5 RBI. The 1-0 misses high. Snap throw over to second base. It will be short. And Davis is able to get back in safely. 2-0 count now. The 2-0 pitch. Misses up and away. 3-0 count now. And Grimm is just 1 pitch away from loading the bases. The 3-0 pitch. Strike on the low outside corner, and now it's a 3-1 count. The 3-1. Swung on and fouled off. And now the count's run full. Beckett looks to get a new ball from the umpire. And now he is set. Runners on first and second. 2 away. The payoff pitch. Runners are going on the pitch with it being a 3-2 count with 2 away. And that ball's fouled off. And we'll do it all over again at 3-2. Probably the biggest moment in this game thus far. The payoff pitch. Curveball is lofted high into shallow right field, going out and making the catch is Santa, and that'll end the inning, but not before the Mallards put a run on the board. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. After 5 full, it's all tied up at 1. Here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network.
Hey, who was that kid?
Heart of the order due up for the Stars as they look to reclaim the lead after losing it in the top half, or excuse me, the bottom half of the 5th inning. That'll bring up TJ Mullins. Mullins is 1 for 2 today. The first pitch to Mullins is a ball, and it's a 1-0 count. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And there's 1 away. One up, 1 down, and that will bring up Kareem Rainey. He's 1 for 2 today. The first pitch to Rainey is a ball low. It's a 1-0 count now. The 1-0. Curveball drops in at the knees. It's a 1-1 count. This is the last game of the season here at Myrtle Beach. That pitch is lined right back up the middle into the hole, into right center field for a base hit. So runner on first base now with 1 away. That'll bring up Connor Brala. Brala 0 for 2 today, reached on an error by the third baseman to lead off the 2nd inning, and then eventually came around to score the only run for the Stars thus far today. All tied up at 1. The first pitch to Brala is a ball low and away. 1-0 count. Like I mentioned, this will be the last game here at Myrtle Beach of the season. The rest of the games more than likely will be played at Waccamaw. That misses up and in. 2-0 count now. More than likely the rest of the games will be played at Waccamaw Park, which means my season is done following this one. The 2-0 pitch. Curveball fouled back. 2-1 count. The 2-1 pitch is a ball high. 3-1 count now. The 3-1 pitch is fouled off, and now it's a full count. The payoff pitch. Pickoff throw over to first base. Keeping Rainey close. The payoff pitch is a ball low and away, and that will be a walk. Going to second base, but it didn't matter. going on the pitch was Rainey. But it didn't matter anyway. So there's runners on first and second base with one away. That'll bring up Thaddeus Trepanier. Mound visit for the Mallards. And the manager for the Stars is talking to the umpire about something. Not sure exactly what it is. But either way, no pitching change yet. And we'll get things back up and running. With the runners on first and second base. And one away. The first pitch is swung on and popped high over towards the Stars dugout. Not able to make the play. Price gave it a good run, but just ran out of real estate over at the wall just to the left of the Stars dugout. And that's a loud first strike. So it's an 0-1 count now. The 0-1 pitch. That ball is lined out into left field, but caught. Or actually, no, I take that back. It will drop in foul territory. Looked like Wells had it, but it will fall foul. But it will fall in foul territory. And that's just an loud strike number 2. 0-2 count now. The 0-2. Swung on and popped high into the center of the diamond. Catching it himself is the pitcher, Swed. And there are two away. Or excuse me, two away. So now, runners at first and second with 2 away. That'll bring up Zion Disrow. He is 1 for 2 today with a double. And almost scored what would have been the leading run right now, but was gunned down by a great throw by Wardwell out in center field. Going for third and getting in there safely is Rainey. That pitch was a ball low, and it's a 1-0 count. Rainey steals third. So now there are runners at the corners with 2 away, and that was a very risky play by Rainey. You know what they say about making the first or third out at third base. Don't do it. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and popped high towards the Stars dugout. Staying with it and making the catch is the first baseman, Yun. And that will end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. After 5.5, it is still 1-all here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. looks like a new pitcher for the Stars. We'll try to get you the information for him in just a little bit, as the top of the order will be due up for the Mallards. The first pitch is well up and in. It's 1-0 to Connie Derschlag. The 1-0 is a ball up and in. 2-0 count to Derschlag, who's 1 for 1 today with a single and a walk. The 1-1 is a strike swung on and missed at the knees, and it's a 2-1 count now. The 2-1 misses inside, 3-1 count. That one almost got Derschlag, but he was able to move out of the way slightly. This is one of the best chances the Mallards have had all day. Top of the order up. That pitch is a curveball that drops in on the outside part of the plate. Derschlag thought for sure he had strike 3, tossed the bat aside and started heading towards first base, but was called back, and now it's a full count. The payoff pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it all over again at 3-2. Mallards would love to be able to get something going on offense right here and try to win it in the top half of the 7th. Or finish it off in the top half of the 7th. Win it here in the bottom half of the 7th with the run scored. The payoff pitch. Swung on and hit out into left field. That'll drop in there for a base hit. A leadoff single for Derschlag. And the Mallards are on the board. And now, runner on first base with nobody out. That'll bring up Tyler Wells. Wells 0 for 2 today with two groundouts. The first pitch to Wells. He squares to bunt. Perfectly placed bunt down the third base line, but it will just trickle off of the grass and roll into foul territory. Mullins got lucky there because he was about to pick it up, thinking that it was going to stay on the grass, but then he noticed it starting to trickle towards the dirt, and he decided to let it go, and it just rolled off the dirt into foul territory. And that's what's hard about bunting here at Myrtle Beach, is that the baseline is right on the edge of the dirt, a la Yankee Stadium, instead of being in the center of the infield, or the center of the base pad. As that pitch misses up, and it's a 1-1 count. Mullins playing about a third of the way down the line on the grass, expecting the bunt. The 1-1 pitch. He does square around, and he pulls it back. Snap throw over to first base. Derschlag gets in safely. That will be a ball as well. So it's a 2-1 count now. But like I was mentioning, it's very hard to lay a proper bunt down, as that pitch is bunted at and missed for strike 2. Meanwhile, Derschlag does take second on defensive indifference. So runner on second base now, 2-2 count, so you wouldn't expect the bunt to be on here. And as a result, Mullins moves back to his normal position. A little in still, right in the indent at third base. The 2-2. Curveball lofted down the left field line. It will drop foul. And we'll do it all over again at 2-2. Mallards, after scoring their first run in the bottom half of the fifth, trying to take the lead for the first time today here in the bottom half of the sixth. The 1-2 misses outside, 2-2 count. Actually, I take that back. It's a 3-2 count now. The payoff pitch. Swung on and dribbled over to the second baseman. It will ricochet off of Santaw. He'll try to recover, but will not be able to do so. And that will be an E4. And now there are runners at the corners with nobody out. Runners on first and third as now a mound visit. And they will take... I believe that actually was still Beckett out there. They will take Beckett out of the game, and we will have a reliever coming in for the Stars. Runners at the corners with nobody out here in the top half of the seventh inning here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. We have a double switch for the Stars, as it will be Jimmy Evans coming in to pitch. He'll come out from right field to come in to pitch. Winston Dyer will take over for him out in right field. Runners at the corners, nobody out. In the bottom of the sixth inning, Mallards trying to take the lead for the first time today. The first pitch misses low and inside. 1-0 count to Zach Saffel, who is 0 for 2 today. The 1-0 swung on and lofted down the right field line. Foul. And it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch That ball is dribbled over to the shortstop. On the second, and a high throw will pull Santa off the bag. And they will actually say that Santa came onto the bag in time for the first out, but the high throw will not allow them to get Saffel at first, and in the process, Derschlag scores from third. So that's an RBI fielder's choice for Saffel, and now it's a 2-1 Mallard lead. That ball fouled back to the screen. It's an 0-1 count. So an 0-1 count to Jackson Price, who is 0 for 1 today. The 0-1 pitch is the ball in the dirt. 1-1 count now. So it's a 2-1 ball game now. Runner on first base, one away. The pitch. Swung on and popped high towards the Stars dugout, and will get out of play. And now it's a 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch. And time will be called at the plate by Price. The 1-2. Misses inside. Oh, okay, never mind. Looked for a second like the umpire was going to call strike 3. And now it's a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch. That ball is lofted over towards the Stars dugout, but that will get out of play. Just beyond it. And it'll remain a 2-2 count. Two and two, one away, runner on first base. Already 1 run coming in to score for the Mallards in this inning. They are up by 1, 2-1, right now in the bottom half of the 6th. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And there are 2 away. That'll bring up Hunter Robinson. The first pitch to Robinson will now come as they pick him off, and they get Saffel leaning. He was caught flat-footed, leading off from first base, and he gets picked off to end the inning. But not before the Mallards put a run on the board, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and nobody left on base. Last chance for the Stars as we head to the top of the 7th here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Ryan Schwed stays on the hill, trying to finish off the complete game. He will face off against the bottom of the order. That pitch is swung on and grounded over into the hole. Shortstop throws on, and it's an awry throw caught by the first baseman, but it will pull Yun off the bag. So that's an E6. That puts Blaine Spencer on first base. So runner on first base with nobody out. That'll bring up Jason Labrador. Labrador 0 for 2 today, with a strikeout and a flyout. Both, well, the first one not quite ending the inning. That was the second out, as that ball is fouled off, and it's no 1 count. Runner on first base, nobody out, 2-1 ball game. The pitch. That ball swung on and fouled off, and it's a 0-2 count. The Stars started off the scoring in the second inning, following a leadoff reach on base by Bralaf as a result of a E5. That ball is launched down the right field line, but foul. And it remains an 0-2 count. Bralo reached on an error by Saffel at third, and then was driven in by a single by Blaine Spencer. That's the 1 run for the Stars today. That pitch just misses low and away. And it's a 1-2 count. For the Mallards, their 2 runs were scored in the last 2 innings. A double by Robinson to lead off the inning as a pickoff throw over to first base, keeping Spencer close. Leadoff double by Robinson in the 5th, followed by a sacrifice bunt by Wardwell and a double by Mac Davis driving in. Robinson tied the game up in the bottom half of the 5th, and then in the bottom half of the 6th, as that pitch is a called strike 3 at the knees, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up TJ Santa. He's 0 for 2 today, with a flyout and a groundout. The second run was scored with a leadoff single by Derschlag, and he rounded bases as a result of an error and a fielder's choice. As a throw down to second base goes out into center field. Blaine Spencer steals second safely. And actually, that's a pinch runner out there for the Stars. It's number 1 out there. Not sure who exactly it is because didn't get numbers for the Stars roster. But either way, runner on second base now with 1 away. That avoids the double play possibility to end the game. That pitch is a ball low. And it's a 1-0 count. Excuse me, 2-0 count. 2-0 count. The pitch. Swung on and fouled off. And we'll do it all over again at 2-1 now. Two and 1 count, 1 away. And in a traditional sense, you may consider putting on the hit and run. Not sure if it will be on. It is not, as that pitch is swung on and missed. That was actually strike 3. It was a 2-2 count. And that'll get the second out of the inning. And now the Stars are down to their final out. Runner on second base, 2 away. That brings us back to the top of the order in Johnny Briotti. He's 1 for 3 today with a single to lead off the game. The first pitch to Briotti. Ball low and inside, 1-0 count. And that gets away. Oh no, they throw it at, the ball got away from Price. In the process, Spencer tried to go for third, but Price was able to quickly recover and throw a bullet over to third base, getting Spencer out for the final out of the game. The Mallards win it 2-1 in a very inauspicious fashion for the Stars, as Spencer breaks one of the golden rules of baseball: never get the first or third out at third base, and especially not the game-ending out. And Spencer is not happy with himself trying that. That will end the ball game. Final score 2-1. Mallards win this one. Ryan Schwed gets the win on the complete game one-run victory. And the loss goes to goes to Jimmy Evans. So that'll do it for me today. That'll do it for me for the season, more than likely. I hope you guys enjoyed the entire season of Beach Collegiate Baseball League action right here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Once again, final score in this one: the Mallards advance, keeping their hopes alive of making it into the championship game for the second year in a row. Actually, they do make it into the championship game for the second year in a row. They'll just have to wait now to see who they will be facing off against. But that'll do it for me. Once again, final score 2-1. Mallards win this one. This has been a presentation of the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. I'm Brandon Biscobing saying so long, and hope you guys enjoyed the entire